Well, students planned a rally against racism today in downtown Winnipeg. As many as 1,000 people could be part of this. And to tell us more, Philip Burns from Oak Park High School and Deborah Sow from St. John's Ravenscourt join me now. Thanks for coming in, guys. So, first off, let's talk with you, Philip. We'll start with you and how this all started.
Right, for sure. So it kind of just started, me, Eric Kosky, and Brant Jameson, they're all on my executive team at Oak Park. So we were just kind of meeting, just a regular Friday meeting. We started talking about the Maclean's article claiming Winnipeg is the most racist city, and we kind of thought, what can our school do to kind of talk about this, raise awareness about this? So we thought maybe our school could have a march, maybe somewhere down Roblin, something like that. And then we started thinking, why can't this be bigger? Why can't we involve more schools? So then right away we started contacting school leaders in our network. Like we started contacting everyone we knew. Can you get us in contact with your school leader, your co-president, your student body representative?
And so, Deborah, you were one of the other leaders at St. John's Ravenscourt, so you wanted to get involved with that. Now, how big of an issue do you think this is? I was asking earlier, in your school, is it an issue?
Well, we don't see a lot of racism in my school, but it's definitely something that everyone's aware of that happens, because like we see the statistics about high school dropout rates in the city, we see statistics about violence, we see the situation like on reserves in northern Manitoba, and it's something that everybody recognizes as a problem. But the one thing that we were noticing in our school is that people weren't doing anything about it. It was a really passive awareness. And so one of the things that really appealed to the executive council members at our school was how much of an active step this is in actually making change to a problem that we already knew existed.
And gathering quite a bit of support for it, I understand. Philip, how many students do you expect there today?
Right, for sure. I mean, we expect anywhere from 500 students to 1,000 students, maybe a little bit more than that. Of course, with the cold, it might be a little hard, but yeah, I think right now we're projected at about 900 students. So that's what the number is right now. Yeah.
And so, what other avenues are you taking to sort of raise awareness about racism in the community? And specifically, I think you were focusing on this idea against racism against Indigenous people.
Yeah. So the idea of the march is that it sort of targets two groups of people. So for the people who are actually at the march, taking such an active stand against racism, like a physical stand, we're actually marching. It sort of encourages people to then take that active stance against racism back into their own communities so they individually can make a difference. But then for people who aren't at the march too, we think that the march itself sends a message to other people that racism is a big problem that youth in the community are willing to stand against. And to people who are suffering against racism, we think that it shows a message of support and solidarity that we stand with them.
And so the march is happening at 10:30 this morning from the Ledge up to York and Gary, and then all the way back to the Ledge for speeches, right?
Other way around, speeches start at the beginning and then march. But yeah.
Okay, and then a Twitter handle that people can follow you guys on?
Yeah, Twitter handle is Start Winnipeg, so STARTWPG.
And it stands for?
Students Together Against Racism Today.
Perfect. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming in, and good luck today with the rally.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you for having us.
Okay. Well, now we're going to check in with Terry to see.
I was once a victim of racism. A stranger had called me and my mother a Negro. We both didn't understand strangers' ignorant voices. It made me angry and bitter. I wanted to punish the stranger, but my mother taught me to have more tolerance towards discriminating people.
When I think about what Winnipeg has done in the past to overcome racism, I think of the public transit bus driver in September of 2012. The bus driver was driving his daily route and noticed a homeless man walking barefoot on the street. He then chose to pull the bus over to the side and give the man his shoes. Everyone was so amazed at what the bus driver did. He took a small step in overcoming racism and chose to help another citizen, treating him the way he'd want to be treated instead of judging him and passing by.
Hey, you are saying no matter where you come from in the world, no matter where
you come from in Manitoba, even if your last name is Chief, you belong. If you're from northern Manitoba or southern Manitoba, if you are from the inner city or you are from the suburbs, what you guys are saying here today is you belong. Now I want to say, young people, all of you have a natural ability to create and influence change, and the reason why is because everything you do with sincerity. And what we see here today is a sincere response to a very important issue in our city. Be sincere, start is here. Be sincere, start is here.
So we're going to get Philip to talk to us now for a bit. Here's Philip. It's his ideas.
The right to belong, the right to be loved, the right to be different. Here in Winnipeg, basic human rights are long overdue. It's time we begin to make that change. It's time we begin to add connections, love, and embrace into this already vibrant city. It doesn't matter what neighborhood you're from. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what differences you are, because you are here today, standing together. And together we are loud. And together we can make a change. We can be heard. We can all fight for basic human rights. Because we are all human. And we are all Winnipeg. Thank you. All right, hey, who wants to go for a march? Who's ready to take our message of unity down to the streets of Winnipeg? I'd like to welcome back to the microphone Genelicious to let us know what's going on. Let's give it up for Genelicious!
Right up, what's up, Winnipeg? Streets of Winnipeg, how you guys doing? Today we are gathered here at the Legislative Building to stop our racism, to let everyone know that it is no longer acceptable to be ignorant. It is no longer acceptable to be rude. If you see someone, if you hear someone,
Down Memorial, right on York, right on Gary, right on Broadway, right back here, load your buses. That's it. All of the students to start March banner.
let's do this!
A little impromptu warm-up before marching against racism. These students wanted to show a different side of Winnipeg.
We hope that the pride and unity and the feeling of belonging here in Winnipeg kind of makes everyone feel like this is a great city.
Students Together Against Racism Today, or START. That's what this rally is called. The idea came after Winnipeg was called the most racist city in Canada. Elise Candace says youth need to be heard because they are the future.
We want to show them that we can indulge in all the different cultures, we can unite together, and we can make everything better. We don't have to be separated just by skin color.
900 students from 20 different schools made their way through the heart of downtown. Natasha Ray says this rally has opened her eyes to how often racism happens.
At first I didn't realize how rude they were, and then once I started working on the project I realized it was really wrong and that we need to make a difference.
This group traveled all the way from Toulon. Rain Caribou is Indigenous, and he's had personal experience with racism.
We all should be treated equally.
No one's different. We're all human beings.
The adults can look at this and say, how come the youth get it? How come they get it and we don't get it? And they can look at what we've done today and say, maybe we should be making a difference. Maybe we should be doing like them and embracing everyone we know.
And START isn't stopping here, signing their names to fight racism in the future. Megan Fiddler, CBC News, Winnipeg.
Ont défilé dans les rues de Winnipeg aujourd'hui pour dénoncer le racisme. L'événement a été organisé en réaction à l'article du magazine Maclean's qui affirmait que Winnipeg était la ville canadienne la plus raciste. Certains jeunes sont venus de l'extérieur de la capitale et Fernand Tilleux en a rencontré quelques-uns.
C'était après le magazine Maclean's qui disait que Winnipeg était une ville raciste. Puis après, il y a une organisation qui a été commencée par Philip Burns, START. Puis ils se sont mis toutes les semaines. Puis ils ont organisé cette marche pour unir Winnipeg contre le racisme et pour que tous les élèves de cette génération se mettent ensemble contre le racisme. On est la prochaine génération, c'est nous qui vont être Winnipeg, c'est nous qui vont démontrer nos cultures. Puis on veut unir tout le monde, on veut qu'on ait une ville ensemble, on veut que Winnipeg n'est plus reconnu comme une ville raciste, on veut que toutes les cultures sont admirées par tout le monde.
I'm going to say be sincere, and you're going to say START is here.
J'étais quand même choquée de voir combien de racisme il y avait vraiment au Manitoba parce que je n'avais pas réalisé combien c'était un problème avant d'avoir vu l'article. Cette marche est pour la prochaine génération en général, à se réunir ensemble pour aller contre le racisme et pour montrer aux gens que c'est un gros problème qui doit être arrangé aussi vite que possible.
Je pense qu'avec proche de 900 élèves et 20 écoles ici, je pense qu'il y a assez de voix qui étaient entendues ici.
Vote your buses, and that's it. Thank you so much for coming.
Les résidents permanents devront